Greetings. Welcome to my humble digital abode. I have some pretty cool stuff to tell you about. Wait, no, wait.
Yep, that looks familiar. It's actually the literal footage of a recurring nightmare that I have about twice a month. Hey, it's RKA, and this is another episode of Awkward Marketing, because marketing your small business can be awkward, sometimes awful, and I help you to make it awesome. So a couple of weeks ago in one of my online networking groups, a colleague of mine shares this dilemma that she's in. She's in the midst of a transition to a totally new niche, a totally different topic area than she's been focusing on. She's been on this road for a little bit, making the transition, but now she's ready to have her coming out. She's going to launch her brand, and she's freaking out that people are going to look at her and think, who are you to be talking about this? Like, what are you doing? And they're going to laugh at her and roll their eyes and throw tomatoes and the whole kit and caboodle. Who amongst us can't relate to that fear? It's that terrifying Carrie moment where you're stepping out into your thought leadership, you're planting yourself as an expert, and deep down you're thinking, they're all going to laugh at you, laugh at you, laugh at you. And there's a name for this. It's called imposter syndrome. It's that discomfort, that awkwardness of standing in our authority and our expertise and all the ways we're conditioned to believe we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we don't know enough, we're going to be exposed as frauds. So I'm going to tell you what I told my friend when she brought this problem to our group. Now, I myself am a card-carrying imposter. I've dealt with this so much that I'm probably an expert in it myself. And now I'm feeling like a fraud of an expert at being an imposter, because obviously there's got to be somebody out there who feels like more of a fraud than me, and round we go, and that's how it gets you. See what I'm talking about? I've done this merry dance a few times myself, as you can see, and I've learned a few secrets about imposter syndrome. Number one, it happens to the best of us, literally. Albert Einstein, Maya Angelou, Meryl Streep, Seth Godin, all of these people have struggled with imposter syndrome. So what I like to say is, if Albert Einstein had imposter syndrome and I have imposter syndrome, then maybe deep down I'm just a genius. Ever think about that? Number two, there's actually an evolutionary function to imposter syndrome. It keeps us on our toes. This feeling, this anxiety that we're not good enough, that maybe we're a fraud, it's what keeps us continuing to excel, continuing to get better at our craft, continuing to push ourselves to new heights. So this fear that deep down we're losers is what keeps pushing us to win. Number three, and this secret is actually my trick for busting through imposter syndrome. So many of us are grappling with our fear of being seen as frauds. We're not actually paying attention as much to other people as we think we are. So here's the secret. Your audience will treat you as you treat yourself. If you stand powerfully and confidently in your authority and expertise, your audience will see you as a powerful, confident expert. It really works like that. We're all too busy dealing with the crap in our heads to pay that much attention to other people's crap. Isn't that a load off? So ultimately, here's what you think you look like versus what you actually look like.
Hi, I'm an imposter. I have no business telling you this. And honestly, I don't know why you trust me.
Hello, I'm an expert in my field, and I've taken time out of my busy schedule to share this information with you. But before you misinterpret me, I want to go back to that secret number two, the evolutionary function of imposter syndrome, because there's a lot of slick marketers out there advocating the fake it till you make it approach. Basically just like read a Wikipedia article and then call yourself a guru. And that's not what I'm advocating here. This is where the evolutionary function of imposter syndrome actually comes to serve us, because that's what keeps us pushing to be better, pushing to hone our skills, pushing to learn more, to grow, to deepen our expertise and authority. That's what gives us the confidence to go stand out there powerfully as experts and do our thing. I'm not telling you to just pretend that you're an expert and that everybody's going to treat you that way. I'm telling you to stand confidently in the expertise that you already have. And because confidence is a renewable resource, to continue watering it and feeding it by growing and learning and deepening your expertise day by day by day, because it's not a one and done process, folks. So that deepening, that honing of your craft and your abilities is what's going to keep you confidently going out there, standing proud and tall in your authority and expertise, and have other people treating you that way. Boom! Solved it. Nothing awkward about that.